tune called Going Back to New Orleans, featuring some Krupa drums, yeah? So let's party, last chance, y'all, come on! Going back home, feet not into the land of the beautiful queen. Going back home to my baby, I'm going back to New Orleans. Sing her name, my Rain Cousin, and my mowing paw. When I plant my foot on Rampart Street, be there for the Mardi Gras. I've been to Cuba, South American way. I've been to Euro, Mexico is okay. Roll over in France, no man, I really survive. But I get my kicks along the Mason Dixie line. Let me hear it now. Get some crawfish, jambalaya, red beans, and tapamperlis. Going back home to my baby. I'm going back. Let me hear it. Come on. Sean O'Kelly on the sax. Sing, 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 sing. Everybody start to sing. Now you're singing with the swing. Sing, 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 sing. Everybody start to sing. And now you're singing with the swing. Let's hear Mr. Sammy K. plain gold ring on his finger he wore. It was where everyone could see he belonged to someone but not me. On his head was a plain gold ring. Ooh, yeah. Plain gold ring on his finger he wore. 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 Plain gold ring on his finger he wore.
Did the world get a little bit colder? Not wiser, just a little bit older. So slow that we're bound to fall over. Did the heart grow a little bit harder? Too much, too late, too far, too gone. But wasn't it kind of wonderful? Wasn't it kind of wonderful, baby? Wasn't it kind of wonderful, wonderful? You can trick, flick a switch, negative, break the circuit between us. Electricity lingers in our fingers. You can burn every fuse and refuse, turn your positive minus. Electricity lingers in our fingers. From here there is nothing but horizons. Near dawn I'm searching for the sunrise. Remember when you put the stars into my eyes? Wasn't it kind of wonderful? Wasn't it kind of wonderful? Wasn't it kind of wonderful, baby? Wasn't it kind of wonderful, wonderful? Oh, you can trick, flick a switch, negative, break the circuit between us. Electricity lingers in our fingers. You can burn every fuse and refuse, turn your positive minus. Electricity lingers in our fingers. Turn your positive the circuit between us. Electricity lingers in our fingers. You can burn every fuse and refuse, turn your positive minus. Electricity lingers in our fingers.
To touch my cup, you're my sugar. Oh, baby, it's so sweet when you stir it up. Oh, when I'm taking sips from your tasty lips, seems the honey there fairly drips. Your confection, goodness knows, you're my honeysuckle rose, yeah.
Time to get your collar pressed. Time to get yourself all dressed.
Time to get your shiny dance shoes on, 'cause everybody's jumping at Jack's. All the kids are coming down, just to dig the swinging sound. You can hear the band from miles away, 'cause everybody's jumping at Jack's. Here's a little well-known secret, sure as there's the sky above.
Nothing could be any sweeter
than dancing with the one you love. When life is like a sour note, here's a happy antidote. Come to where the party never ends, 'cause everybody's jumping at Jack's.
Thank you very much. Thank you for being with us on a Thursday night. Campus Jax, Newport Beach, the birthplace of jazz music. Right where it all started, Mark. I do want to take a second and reintroduce the gentleman on stage. That is Mark Vischer on the saxophone, David Miller on the bass, Dave Siebels on the organ, and my name is Tony. And you may have noticed that our normal drummer, our regular drummer, Matt, is not with us tonight. Matt, as it turns out, was arrested. Turns out he's a drum dealer. Now he has to go do time, serve time, do time, keep time. He has to keep time. We've all decided to, we're gonna as a band though, we decided we're gonna pool all of our money from jazz gigs, and we figure about 6-7 years we'll be able to bail him out, and he'll be fine till then. Joining us tonight to cover is Mr. Jimmy Ford. Sit down, Jimmy. I was reminded, I was listening to a classical music station, and they played, they played a piece of music that I had not heard in a long time, but it reminded me, it was from a composer named Borodin, and reminded me that his music was used for a show in the 1940s, a Broadway show called Kismet. And it actually spawned some songs that became hits and standards, and we're going to do 2 songs in a row from that show. And this is from the musical Kismet, but it was originally written by a composer named Borodin back in the 1800s. And our version is pretty different from his. But we'd like to do this for you now. I'm sure you'll recognize this, and many of you will recognize the second song also. This is called Baubles, Bangles, and Beads. Golden, could we get a little more of the two horns and the two front monitors, please?
Thank you, Golden.
How about it for Golden running sound back there? I think she's back there. Maybe she's not. Oh, yeah, she is. The second song we'd like to do from the show Kismet is a beautiful song called Stranger in Paradise. Thank you very much. Isn't that a pretty song? I actually have a really horrible story about that song, but I won't tell it tonight. No.
I think they want to hear it.
Well, it was an innocent story. We were playing a gig once, and on that night we were doing a fundraiser for a charity that I helped found, which was something that had to do with human trafficking. And we were trying to raise money for human trafficking. And as soon as I told the whole story about the charity, I said, we'd like to do our next tune, which is Stranger in Paradise. And it didn't dawn on me that that was a bad segue. See, I told you it's an awful story. I seem heartless and careless. And so now we're going to take you to church. Because I bet half of you missed last Sunday and the other half are going to miss next Sunday. So we're going to do a little church song for you. This is an original of the band. It's called Sunday Morning. And if it's going really well, we might pass a collection plate around. We'll see. Just like big backbeat swing all the way through. 2, 1, 2. on. Just vamp for a second. Now, I don't have a sermon to preach, but I'm going to try to teach you all a little something. You all heard the phrase, pull out all the stops before? I'm going to guess not all of you know where that comes from, but that actually comes from the organ. Because at the top of this instrument, there are a bunch of levers, and they call those the stops. And so I'm going to have Dave keep playing a solo, but I'm going to ask him to just pull out a few stops, and we're going to just keep adding stops as we go. All right, ready? We're going to go right from the top. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, at the top. All right, pull out a couple stops, Dave. Oh, see how it changed? Pull out a couple more stops, Dave. Oh, look at that. It's getting all rock and roll in here. All right, for this last chorus, Dave, you're gonna pull out all the stops. You ready? Well, see, you learned a little something. And we learned that it goes to the coda quicker than some of us went. Hey, we're going to do number 82, guys. We're going to do a little a tune that wasn't written by Louis Armstrong, but he made this one of his theme songs over the years, and we'd like to do it for you now. This is called When It's Sleepy Time Down South, a nice little old-school New Orleans tune for you. You ready? Jimmy, you doing okay? How's Jimmy doing, everybody? Matt couldn't be with us tonight. He had an unfortunate accident with a curling iron. I didn't think that through. He's got really short hair, so yeah. It's really close to the scalp, so.
Nice scalp. Looks healthy.
Thank you very much. That's a great old tune. So I saw Mark perform with kind of his own group the other night, and he did a tune that I charted from a long time ago and forgotten about, but it's such a great song, and we do it regularly, but we do it totally different. And I'm going to ask Mark, without that chart tonight, if you'll do that version of it-ish. I think all they need to know is your key, and then I'll just tell them what to do. Will you do it? Ladies and gentlemen, Mark Vischer. Let's chant his name. Mark Vischer. I know, sorry. Oh, it is? Oh, hold on. You need it? It's in the car. Okay, then we'll wait. We'll do it. We'll do one more song, and then we'll do that. He's got it in the car. Look at that. He's always prepared, which means now I'm not prepared. And so, no. Oh, I know what we're going to do. Number 49, guys. Those of you who brought your hymnals would like to turn to page 49. And those of you who brought your harmonicas, please don't play them. We're going to do an original of the band that we recorded a few years ago. And it's kind of an old, like, 60s soul tune that we do called, we haven't done this in a long time. This is called Mercy Street. 1, 2, 3. Thank you very much. That's called Mercy Street. All right, I'm so excited about this, Mark. Mostly because I get to step off for a tune. That's exciting. I know. I know. This is a great old song from 1950. Came from France, and this is an arrangement, close to an arrangement that was done by the great and late great Sam Butera. Who knows Sam Butera? If you're familiar with Louis Prima and Keely Smith, the backup band for that amazing era was Sam Butera and the Witnesses, and this is going to be Mark Vischer and the I Didn't See a Thing guys.
He has to rest his chop right now, so he'll be right back.
Mark Vischer. I was just noticing that picture of all of the band's ties at one point, and I thought maybe no, I don't. This is a different tie. Well, that's a lot of blue ties. So whoever's in the middle, by the way, is wearing they're wearing their tie clip a little too low. Is that you, Mark? Is that you? Did you not get the handbook I passed out when we started the band? Wow. The tie clip is supposed to go between the second and third button. And it's not supposed to go all the way across the tie. It's supposed to be shorter than the tie. So this one on the end is a little close. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. All right, at this time, we would like to invite a friend to the stage who has never sung with us before, and we're going to invite her up to do a song that I should have passed out to the guys before I started talking. But she was introduced to us by our friend Jim, who's here, and if we'd please welcome Bella Gill to the stage.
Hi everyone, how you doing tonight? Thank you.
Bella, just by the way, she's about to start at Disneyland as, can you guess which character? Right?
Maybe. Yeah, that's it.
All right, so we're going to do a tune. She's never even heard our arrangement of it, so this could all be disastrous, but
Bear
I'm
with
sure
me.
it's going to be great. There we go.
Thanks. One of my favorite songs. Yeah.
Okay, so we'll do like a little 8-bar intro. He'll just play up to the bridge. Yeah. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
I have often walked down this street before, but the pavement always stayed beneath my feet before. All at once am I several stories high, knowing I'm on the street where you live. Are there lilac trees in the heart of town? Can you hear a lark in any other part of town? Does enchantment pour out of every door? No, it's just on the street where you live. And oh, the towering feeling just to know somehow you are near. The overpowering feeling that any second you may suddenly appear. People stop and stare, they don't bother me, for there's nowhere else on earth that I would rather be. Let the time go by, I won't care if I can't be here on that street where you live.
Yeah, Bella.
Thank you. stay, they don't bother me. For there's nowhere else on earth that I would rather be. Let the time go by. I don't care if I can't be here on that street where you live. Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Bella Gill. Thank you. Bella, when do you start at that place? Tomorrow, really? Oh, got it. See you tomorrow. Yeah, he's playing the Beast. So that worked out perfectly. All right, we'd like to do a song. It's number 63 in the book, boys. This is an old song that Doris Day recorded, among many others, and we do it a little faster than Doris. This is called My Secret Love. Actually, I'm going to start with just me and Jimmy, and then you join on the second A, and then you join on the bridge. Okay. All right. Wait, what? You'll hear it. You got it. 1, 2. No, let's not do that one. We're going to feature Jimmy on a tune that is normally Matt's big feature of the night, and Matt's not here to play it for you, so Jimmy's going to play it for you. You don't need a chart for this. No, we're just going to do an old Duke Ellington tune called Caravan and feature you on it. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Jimmy Ford. You got it, babe. Jimmy Ford. 67. Jimmy Ford. All right. At this time, we're going to slow it down again. Boy, we only have like time for a couple more songs. Wow. The nights go quickly here. What's that? They do, right? Except that sax feature seemed like it took forever. We'd like to do a pretty Oh, I know who we can dedicate this to. So, if you look back towards the bar, it's Val's last night. Is Val back there? No, where'd she go? She quit. She quit already? Yeah, it's her last night. Like we're about to dedicate a song to her and she's gone? Is she in the bathroom? Oh, there she is. Val's leaving. And so we couldn't take it, and so we've decided as a band that we are also going to throw in the towel, and this is our last night performing in the music industry. We're done. We're wrapping it up. We've been done for a while. So what better person to dedicate this song to? It's a song called She's Gone. Right? We were going to play it anyways, but might as well make it seem like it had some meaning. This is called She's Gone. It's a sad song. This is written by the great Chuck Mangione. Thank you very much. I love that song so much. So pretty. Isn't that pretty, Jimmy? You've never heard it, have you? No, I haven't. You need to come to more of our gigs. Yes, I will. We're going to do just a couple more tunes for you. I'd like to do a Dizzy Gillespie tune. Number 75, boys. It's a Dizzy Gillespie tune, a little blues tune. Why not? We got to do a blues at least once in the night, right? See? This is a good one called Something. S-U-M-P-H-I-N apostrophe. Something. Right. Let's take a chorus up front with the rhythm section. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2. pretend that last chorus didn't happen. Ladies and gentlemen, we've only got 5 minutes left, and this next tune is like 20 minutes long. So we're just going to cram it all into 5 minutes. This is one of our favorites. Thank you so much for being here with us on a Thursday night and getting out of the house, keeping jazz alive. Oh, wait, bring it down a little bit, guys. Wow. I hope I have something good to say. I started a new Facebook group called Orange County Music History. And the reason is, many of you know pianist Ron Kobayashi. We were actually here last weekend, and we were just talking about all these old venues that used to be around when we started, and then, like Dave Miller and Robin Kobayashi and I, we all met at a place called Tony's Melody Inn in Fullerton, which burned, you remember that? Burned down in 1986, I think, something like that. So that's how long it goes for us. But we've also gotten to know a lot of the musicians who were here before that time, and back in the 70s, it was Hungry Joe's was where all the jazz was at, and then going all the way back to the 1940s, where they had the Balboa Pavilion, and Stan Kenton was there, and Nat King Cole, and all these amazing eras of music that happened here in Orange County. The punk movement happened in the 1980s, right at the Cuckoo's Nest. Remember that, Mark? Were you there? Did you go to the Cuckoo's Nest? That explains a lot. The surf scene was really like, Orange County was such a huge part of the surf music scene. So many great bands came out. So anyways, we just started this, are you bored, Mark? Yeah. You should have been sitting where I was during your tune. Anyways, if you'd like to join that group, we're going to start throwing up just some of the old clubs and the old musicians that are around Orange County music history. So check it out. We'd just love to get that started, and kind of those of you, especially if you were at those old venues, and especially if you have any photos, we'd love to see them. Of course, Steamers and Campus Jacks is now carrying on the tradition of jazz here in Orange County, and we're so glad to be a part of it right here. And before I move on, I'm just going to mention, how many of you noticed the Steamer sign in the back of the club over there? That's the sign that used to hang over the club right there, and it's sitting right there, bringing that history back here. All right, hey guys, we're out of time now. No, here we go. When you're smiling, the whole world smiles with you. When you're laughing, the sun comes. Now you stay over there, please. Oh, when you're crying, it's a wonder he gets hired at all. What am I supposed to do now? Mark Fisher on saxophone. Oh, see? You weren't ready now, were you? You weren't ready. This is your solo. You're missing it. Hardly worth the wait, was it? Dave Siebels. David Miller. Once again, Jimmy Ford on the drums.
When you're smiling, the whole world smiles with you. Oh, when you're laughing, yes, when you're laughing, the sun comes shining through. Oh, when you're crying, yes, it brings on the rain. Stop your crying, be happy again. Oh, when you're smiling,
much. Dave Siebels on the piano and the organ. Mr. David Miller on the bass. How about a big hand for Jimmy Ford on drums? On saxophone. His last night with the band, folks. Mr. Mark Vischer. My name is Tony Guerrero. Thank you so much for being here, and we hope to see you again.
Tony Guerrero, folks. Tony Guerrero Quintet. Mark Vischer, Jimmy Ford, Dave Siebels, David Miller. Thank you all for